Okay, so I'm filming through a phone case that's waterproof, so if the video is more blurry, then that's why. Anyway, haven't found no bottles, but found a calf on the edge of the creek here, so I think I'm going to have to find a way to get in contact with the property owner so I can, maybe he can get his animal back on the other side of the fence where it belongs. Okay, I got a pint ball jar here, I think. Yep. On another creek walk today, I see something there, but it's probably going to be modern because it's right there. Oh yeah, screw cap modern beer. Okay, see a broken bottle and a bottle that might be whole. I'm hoping this bottle that might be whole is good. Probably modern, but you never know. Well, it might be better because it's hard to get out. Hey, it's a soda. Probably a Star Mineral Water Works from Athens, Ohio, but we'll find out. Let's see here. I mean, it has to be what it is. If it's not, I don't know what it is. Oh. No, it's a CP Elder from Shawnee, Ohio. I've actually never found one of these before. Well, I find the Art Deco versions all the time, but not the earlier one from the 1920s. Well, I will take that for sure. And it starts raining. I mean, you can see it really raining over there. But the reason it isn't over here and there's no water droplets is because I've got a major thick canopy up there. Well, I'm underneath it. The gray part there is outside of where I'm standing, so yeah. Another thing is, I don't know what's going on with these videos, but I'm holding my video sideways right now, so I don't know if it's going to stay that way because it has a habit of transitioning the video to either up or downwards instead of sideways, so I don't know what's going on with that. I've never had a phone that did that, but it's doing it now, so I have to rotate every single clip almost. So hopefully this one isn't that way. Well, this isn't good. It's raining so hard now that I might just have to make a run for it. I mean, it's pouring out right now. Feel like I'm in the rainforest or something. Okay. It was raining so much I had to make a break for it because it rained so much that the water was making it through the canopy even and getting me soaked, so I just made a run for it and made it back and drove out of the area, and looks like it didn't even rain here at my place at all. Anyway, I noticed this bottle here had a cork in it. I didn't even know they used corks for crown tops, but I guess they did for this one. So the plan for this is to just let it sit like the way it is, and eventually it's going to dry and I'll be able to pull that cork out and get it cleaned up. Yeah, it's a nice looking bottle for sure. Well, it's slim pickings in that creek. There were thousands of junk bottles. Those junk bottles are mostly beers and sodas from the 1970s and 80s and 90s. These were the only two keepers. First is a blue ball jar, number 6. And the other is this little 3-piece mold bottle of some kind. See a 3-piece mold there. it has NYQ and CWLD on the base with an F. I'm not sure what that stands for, but if you know, feel free to comment below. So that is it. Okay, I might have something here. It looks like a beer. So we will see. Oh, it's Old Franklin Brewing from Columbus, Ohio. It's machine made, so I don't know. 1915 and 1930 or something like that. Possible keepers here. Okay, an old vinegar cruet thing. Well, I'll take that. Then I got beer, I think. Oh, an old Hoster. But it looks like it has a pretty bad crack there. That's a shame. A couple sodas, maybe. Oh. Old Sprite. Well, I know it's not very old, but seems like I've sold all others I've found, so I'll take it. There's another one here. Coca-Cola from Parkersburg. Oh, that's a Christmas Coke, too. Well, I know Christmas Cokes from Parkersburg are pretty common, but I'll take it, I guess. Something down there kind of deepish. Let's see what it is. Oh, another vinegar cruet thing. I dropped it. Well, I'll take it. Got something down here. Oh. It's not one of those no deposit Sprite bottles. Well, I'll take it. Yeah, I think I see something else here wedged up in there. I wonder what this is. Oh, wow. It's a different Hoster I've never seen before. I know Hosters are common, but I've never seen this one. Very interesting. I'll take that one for sure. This one might be an older one, though I'm not positive. Let's find out. Oh, it's in Boston. It's not a Hoster. Oh, it's one of these Toledo Brewing and Maltine bottles. Okay, well, I'll take it. Okay, I think I might have a jar down here. Old blue ball jar, number 5. Got something here. It's kind of interesting. Oh, another vinegar cruet thing. That one's a little bit different looking. Also see something over here. Oh, Castler's. I'll take that. I think that's a Athens, Ohio milk. Something over here, I think. Let's see what this is. Oh, an old ketchup. Well, it looks like it's blown. It's got an odd shape to it. You know what? I'll take it even if it is a slick, just because I've never seen a ketchup shape quite like this before, and with it being blown, I'm sure it'll turn sun-colored amethyst. Man, people need to quit throwing all their garbage in these creeks. I hear all this talk about caring for the environment, but yet you still see all this crap something here. Never seen that one before. Of course, it does have a screw top, so it's not very old, but I don't know, I might take it. Okay, I think I might have a milk here. Sure do, and it's actually embossed. Okay, I might have another milk here. I thought I might have anyway. Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry about the water being all clouded up. But I do think I have a beer here. So, let's see what this is. Oh, it's a Hoster. Well, that shouldn't be a surprise because that's the most common type of beer you'll find out here. I will say though, at least it's 100 years old because I can tell it's blown just by looking at the base. Alright, well, I will take it. Then I might have something else here. Huh. Is that an inkwell of some kind? Well, I'm not seeing any embossing. Well, there's something on the base, but it doesn't look like much. Interesting. Whoa, wait a minute. I just noticed. This actually has an apply top, I think. And if that does, that's gotta be an old one. Wait a minute. I think it also has like a 3-piece mold because I see a line right where my thumb is there. Yeah, that might be the oldest thing I found around here, creek walking. Yeah, it's got some age to it, I think. I don't know what this is for sure, but I'm thinking it's probably an ink, even though it doesn't seem to say anything. And it might even be cobalt. I can't tell for sure, but if it was, then that'd be crazy. Okay, my bottles have been cracking up like crazy for some reason, and I don't know why. So I don't know if I should just leave the stuff in it and not empty it out or what. Because I really do not want to crack this one. This might be the oldest one I've ever found in a creek. I think I'm going to be extra careful with this one and just set it right here instead of with the rest of them. Maybe it won't break if I set it there. I'm going to leave some water in it too. I know it's slick and probably doesn't have much value, but it'd be cool to set a new record for the oldest bottle I've found in the creek. I don't know for sure, but it's possible that that's an 1870s bottle. But I don't know. I'll have to ask around. Something just laying here. Looks oldish. I actually see embossing on the heel here. Oh, it must be another Hoster. Yep. So that's the heel emboss variant. That's probably the last one they made with writing on it. Someone probably thought it was a slick because most beers are embossed on the center or the shoulder. There's not quite as many embossed on the heel like this one, but it's also possible that was left because these are pretty common to begin with. Anyway, I guess I'll keep on keeping on. Okay, water's clouded up again, but I thought I might have seen something before it clouded up. Oh, well, maybe it wasn't anything because this looks like one of them ACL sodas. Well, wait a minute. I feel something. Oh, it's one of these Cleveland Sandusky Brewing Company bottles, I think. Wow. Well, looking at the base, it does look like it's a little older than I thought. Probably 1920s. You always forget that they make some of these champagne beers look kind of like them ACL sodas. about the same height and same shape, and well, you can tell this one's machine made by looking at it. Anyway, throw it in my bag and keep going. But I might call it a day though, actually, because the sun's going down and I'm not getting as much light down here. If it doesn't rain too much, I'm going to come back and finish the section off ahead of me while diving some. That way I can find some bottles I missed just by walking. Well, didn't do bad for today. Got a 5-gallon bucket full of keepers and probably about 5 full cans like this worth of junk bottles. But only this much made it out into the open. The rest landed in the woods somewhere where I couldn't find them, where there's a bunch of stinging nettles and other weeds. But yeah, these are all just junk. 1960s. Well, actually, more like 1940s to now type of bottles. They would have had paper labels. Various sodas and beers mostly, a few jars and other types of bottles mixed in as well. New creek out today, and I got what I think's a round milk here. Let's see if it's embossed. It is. Can't tell if it is or not. It's got so much stuff on it. And I dropped it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, that's too bad. Something here, but probably nothing. Yep, not this one. Not even a bottle. Something here. Oh, it's Coca-Cola. Hey, what about this one? ACL, and that one there's a swirl Pepsi. So I got something here. Square jar. Here. Well, wait a minute. That's not even glass, that's plastic. I've actually seen these in glass, that's kind of odd. Jar here. Well, I haven't seen a ball jar quite like this before, so I think I'll actually take this one, even though it's probably nothing special. Oh, I actually see another round milk. And some more stuff. There's a cup there. This. Okay, this must be an ACL. What's this milk? Maybe a Bennett or a Slick. Another Slick milk. Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if someone walked this. What's this? Mug. Of course, they already ain't that old, so maybe that's why I'm not finding anything really old, but some stuff's going into the 40s, it looks like. This one. Nothing. Okay, I got soda here or something. Oh, never mind, it's just a Certo. Tricked me. I find these Certo bottles in the 30s and sometimes even the 20s. A bottle here. Yep, not very old. So there's a lot of junkers on this creek. Like this one. Looks to be a little older, but I can't tell how old. Well, base has a look that's just teens maybe. But just not seeing any writing. One here. larger, but double coral. A pottery bowl thing. I'm not even sure how old this is, but I might take it just because it's kind of different. I'm seeing some more here, I think. It's this one. Oh, it's nothing. Screw top. What about this one? Okay, that's an ACL soda. What about this one? Nothing. Okay, got something here. Swirl Pepsi. And see some more stuff here. Oh, this one's a little older. That's from the teens at least. Maybe the other one beside it will be old too. Hoping, but probably not. Well, that's an ACL with the paint gone. Yeah, I think someone had to beat me to this creek. Otherwise, I would have found something embossed by now besides newer jars. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Just newer stuff. These guys are always trying to land on me when I walk creeks. Okay, see what I think's a jar down here. Probably a blue ball jar, because that's the most common jar to find besides some clear ones that are modern. Anyway, that's exactly what it is. Blue ball perfect mason jar. Number 4. Looks to be in good shape. Came out pretty clean too, but a little soak will take the rest of that out fast. Alright. Okay. I just barely saw this, but I think it might be something decent. Maybe. It's mostly in the sand. Oh yeah. It's a hutch. Okay, it's a pea shill from Columbus. I'm gonna try getting focus for you guys. There you go. Alright. Well, it does have a chip there, but oh well. It's still a hutch, and I've never found a hutch in this creek ever. Still has a stopper in it too. Alright, well, I'm gonna throw these 2 in my bag and keep on keeping on. I've been trying to take my bag off and move it ahead of where I'm walking. That way I don't move around too much and break my bottles and jars I have in it. But these 2 are the first ones I found, so I don't know why I did it this time. Okay, I see a small here. Not sure which one it is. Well, it's just a screw top. Oh well, it does have embossing. Whitehall. Well, it's amber. So I guess I can take it and see if I can throw it in a lot of smalls and get something for it. It's out of my collecting category since I'm more of a local guy or color run guy, but someone else might collect strictly smalls and they might want it, so I will take it. Here's the finds cleaned up. This one has such a small little opening here that I couldn't clean it out very well. So that's why it's kind of dirty still. I'm not positive, but I think it's a shampoo bottle. I got one of these little Whitehall pill bottles. Amber. Then Got a little vinegar cruet. Then I got a larger vinegar cruet. This one's a little bit different, but it does have a little spiderweb crack there. Then I got an even larger cruet. Then I got this bowl here, and it has that crackle pattern. So I don't know if this is old or not. 56 on the bottom. Of course, that could be when it was made. Alright, well, on to the next row. So I'm going to move the ones I went over out of the way so I can film it. Next, we got a couple Sprite bottles. They're actually slightly different shades of green. Slightly different embossing as well. Then got Franklin Brewing from Columbus. Machine made crown top. Then we got blown crown top Hoster. The machine crown top Hoster. Embossed on the base here. Cleveland Sandusky Brewing Company. Like. Now this one would have had white paint, I'm pretty sure, but well, I guess I should be thankful the paint held up completely to where you could still see everything, even though it's not the original color. Didn't know it was dietary till now. Then got a little Castler's milk here, and that was, or is, an Athens, Ohio bottle. I'd say that has to be at least 1950s. There's a decent amount of interest in Castler bottles in this area. It's because so many people remember the dairy. So that's a surprisingly easy sell in this area. Next is a Christmas Coke here from Parkersburg. Then we got a couple ball jars, and I don't feel like I need to pick them up because you can see them pretty well right here. But this one here is a little bit different. I know it's not as old as the two on the left are, but it's a wide mouth one that says Ball Special, and it's also round. With those circles on the base there, I'd say it's, I don't know, 40s to 70, somewhere around that time period. Then there's this odd tooled ketchup. Put that out in the sun and let it turn sun-colored amethyst. Different shape than I've seen these in. And got another milk from this area. Bennett Company, Athens and Nelsonville, Ohio. That's a very late embossed milk. I'd have to say 1940s for that one. Next is this cool olive jar. KG Company. I'm thinking that's Kearns Gorsuch Company out of Zanesville, Ohio, but I'm not positive. I posted it in this local group and several people liked it, but no one wanted to comment, so I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking that's what it is. But if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me and comment below. Then we got a pea shill from Columbus, Ohio. Does have a little chip there. Well, a decent sized chip there, I should say, but it's still a hutch. I know I could at least get 10 for it, as is. And this one here is really cool. It's another one of those Toledo Brewing Company bottles. It's an aqua, and it's not quite as dark as the one I found pretty recently. And unless I was seeing the color wrong, because it's hard to get an idea of the color of these beers, it's not what I thought it was worth. But I could be wrong though. I mean, if the beer bottle itself, because I saw another one for sale and it looked like this one, but I mean, if it was darker blue and as dark blue as one of these ball jars, then I guess some blue beers aren't worth quite what I thought they were. So I don't know. I'm not a good judge of color without seeing a bottle like this being put next to those. And the ball jars are clearly darker blue than this beer bottle was. This beer is actually aqua, not blue. But the other beer I had was an actual blue. So, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And then we have a Hoster here. And this is a different Hoster that I've never seen before. But it turns out there was one online someone was trying to sell, and it wasn't at a very high price and just sitting there. So I guess it's not worth all that much. But that's the only one I've ever seen, so I think I'm actually just going to keep it in my personal collection, just because why would I sell something that's really hard to get for next to nothing? So I'll keep it, and maybe if they become more collectible, then I'll sell mine. Of course, I do have a feeling that a lot of people that post their bottles on different online forums like Facebook and eBay, well, the people that do are only a fraction of the people that actually have a lot of bottles. So I'm thinking there's a lot of rare, hard to get bottles out there that just aren't being posted. And lastly, we have this here. I haven't posted it in any groups yet to ask about the age, but just by looking at this, I can tell it's really old and it's crude. And it's been in the water for years and years and years. I mean, this right here looks like it's just been tumbled in the river gravel rocks or something. I mean, this has all kinds of wear on it, but it's to be expected. I mean, look how old this is. I mean, it has that crude applied top and it's 3-piece mold. If this is American made, this has to be at least 1880s, but if it's foreign and made overseas somewhere, it could be as new as the early 1900s, which that's still over 100 years old, but that's a decent time frame difference. 1880s and early 1900s, 20-year difference. And really, I still think this could be 1870s. I'm not positive, but I figured I'd ask around first, because if this is American made, I think there's a good possibility. I mean, it's got an applied top, it's 3-piece mold. You can kind of see one of the lines there. And it's got a really odd looking lower part there. I mean, the glass kind of curves inward like this down there, which usually that only happens on old bottles. I mean, I'm talking at least 1880s. I don't think 1890s bottles do that. So, anyway, I guess that is it. I don't know if I'll be making another creek walking video before I move or not. This area does have all kinds of good creeks to walk around here if you beat the competition to them. But in Southwest Ohio, you're lucky to find any good bottles like these in creeks. And yeah, I'm calling them good bottles because, I mean, they're over 100 years old. Just because it's not a $300 Pownell flask doesn't mean it's not a good bottle. It just means it's not super valuable. Anyway, back to my main point. So, if I move back to Southwest Ohio, it'll probably be mostly dump digs. And I do have a few dumps that are kind of in the water, so I might dig them, but I don't know how I'm going to get good videos of them. I could maybe slip my phone inside a case and try to film them that way. But the water is always murky in Southwest Ohio for some reason, so that kind of complicates things also. And if there's a light on my phone, then it'll shine on the package, or the package, phone case. I guess that's what it's called, the underwater phone case, instead of in the water, so I think it'll just reflect that. So I guess I'm better off without using the light. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Southwest Ohio does have much, much, much better digging spots. Either that, or I was just unable to find any good spots around here, which I found a couple decent ones, but they were always sparse, and the layers that actually contain bottles are really thin. Southwest Ohio and East Central Indiana have some dumps that the layers are huge. I mean, the digging layer where you can find bottles is taller than I am. But you also have to deal with cap layers, which means you almost always have to have someone helping you. Otherwise, you're never going to make it to the bottom unless you just dig stairs, and I'm kind of iffy about that because, yeah, I can keep a hole going for a while, but even if I do have permission to dig somewhere, people aren't going to be happy with you leaving big holes like that open where someone might not know there's a hole there and fall in, so I'm kind of on the fence about that. I have left some holes open in the past, but what I've tried to do is get a bunch of logs and kind of stack them around the edges, sort of like built like a fence, to where people would have to remove the logs before going past the area, which would be around the edge of the hole, so that way it'd make it safer. But anyway, yeah, I guess I'm not going to talk anymore about the future, and we'll just see how things work out. That is all I have to say.